How many seconds we got now?
Well, we're here.
We're here.
Now you're just throwing off my jam because you were late. Jesus Christ.
We're on now.
We're on. Okay, here we go,
You
folks.
think, Jess?
Welcome back to another episode of Too Much Talk, the show that provides you with your fortnightly dose of all things trials and hard enduro. I nailed it! Yes!
You nailed it, Jess.
I know, and I didn't even need it. Sorry. I didn't even need a teleprompter to help me there. So welcome back, everyone. It is finally 2023. Good to be back on the show. So guys, what do we get up to over the break?
Oh, you go ahead, Simon.
Well, I relaxed and tried to do nothing. I actually ended up testing positive on Christmas Day for COVID. Yeah. So
I'm glad you clarified.
It was,
that
at least it was
COVID.
only COVID.
yeah. So which worked out perfect because we weren't planning to go anywhere and we weren't going to be socialising. So I ended up chilling and that. So that was all good.
So technically, you just became a hermit.
Effectively, yeah, exactly. I nearly died.
Was that because of COVID?
No, I don't know. I don't know if you remember from the last couple of shows. I've been talking about Big Keith, and
Oh, Big Keith.
and Big Keith is not Big Keith; it's Big Kevin. And I thought I was home and hosed, but apparently Kevin's been away working. He's not seen any of our shows. So he came into the shop, and there's a bit of footage here, and he got me in a headlock and said, "Nobody calls me Keith, except for Mr. MD." So,
We're changing his name by default to Keith now.
no, only I'm allowed to call him Keith, and everyone else has to call him Big Kev.
I'll sway him with my nice coffee, and I'll be able to call him Keith
you'll
too.
get away with
Mr.
it.
Kevin's.
But yeah, but I have got a warning out there for Mr. Pruden.
Ooh.
Kevin did ask for his stickers, and he said if he doesn't,
Yeah, and he's not alone. I've had people left, right, and centre. It's all on Tiana.
Ah.
So just focus your energy here, buddy.
so that's been my excitement for the beginning of the year.
Real light, not
Well, that sounds very exciting. COVID and getting in a headlock.
Speaking of COVID, my poor mum-in-law, she's got it a couple of days ago, and she's sick as she went to hospital today.
Really?
So it affects people differently, doesn't it?
Honestly,
Not a bit of a downer, but I hope you're feeling better, Jackie. She's probably not watching the show, but she's concentrating on surviving at the moment in the hospital.
Oh,
Actually,
well,
I think she'll be all right, but
We'll wish her a speedy recovery.
it was pretty mild for me. It was just like having a mild cold. To be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah, well, my sister was almost hospitalised last year with it, so yeah, just she's got 5 in the family, and they all decided to come down with it, and yeah, she was the worst. Everyone else was just like, nothing. So
yeah, it's a bit like that.
So besides that, what else did you get up to over the break?
Oh, I had a nice bit of time off work, and I was relaxed, and I drank copious amounts of beer, and I was contemplating what my New Year's resolution was going to be, which I've had a hard time trying to set one. Sarah, my wife's asked me a few times, "Oh, what's your New Year's resolution?" I was unsure, but now I know I've got it set.
Please.
So what is
And
it?
it's not really that exciting.
Oh, isn't
I
it?
just want to be better.
Ah.
No, I'm going to focus on my fitness this year.
Yep.
Something I haven't stepped foot in a gym for about 10 years, so I'm going to hit it pretty hard this year and build up some strength and agility and get my stamina up for racing. So just see if I can get through a season a bit better. Some fitness improvements. So yeah, it's pretty exciting actually. I've joined a program.
Yep.
I've got into it already last week.
Awesome.
Jenny Craig, yeah. No, it's Ben.
Wait. Warning. Can we just? I know I did that joke, but try not to do too many big jokes.
Well, you've
it,
got to
Oh,
say
yes.
something.
So
it hurts.
yeah. So Jess, what have you been doing? I heard you've been doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Slacker.
Yeah, nothing for me. Neil and I and the kids, we ended up chuffing off on a camping trip a day earlier. We were supposed to leave Christmas Day, but due to half my dad's side of the family coming down with COVID, and Neil and I had the sniffles. We actually most probably gave you COVID, but anyway. We ended up going to camping Christmas Eve. So that was really nice, 6 days away. Ended up Paul and Karen and the boys joined us as well. So yeah, 6 days of not peace and quiet because we had children, but no technology, no nothing. It was really lovely, which then I had 3 days to get home before I had my little operation, and Mr. Hernia got popped back into place, and he's told he's not allowed to
Come out to play?
So,
no.
So you're in hospital for a hernia operation?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just well, it was supposed to be just an in and out thing, and then they gave me a extra night in the 23-hour ward, but I was there for 24 hours, so I got a bonus hour.
Oh, because I thought they'd locked you up in the loony bin. That's why you were in hospital.
Yeah.
No?
So yeah, that was...
And we're not allowed to make you laugh too much this show.
No, it does, yes.
Yeah.
It's not painful, but when I have to laugh, cough or sneeze, that strikes up a few little tender moments. But no, so while I was camping, my New Year's resolution came down to discipline and consistency is all I want to achieve this year.
Sweet.
And that could be for anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to say that's pretty broad.
Yes.
But I like that. That's
well,
good.
Neil and I last year did a personality test. So it was aware that we're both very unconscientious people. So we're trying to become conscientious people. Conscientious, I actually cooked dinner this morning at like 6 o'clock.
I saw that on you. That's so dedicated. What time did you get up?
Well, let's see. Audrey started the party at about 2:30 this morning.
Oof.
Not feeling well. And then she woke up at 5:30. So I pretty much started the day from there. So
Going to get him.
So yeah, that was it.
Have you got any New Year's resolution, Simon?
Yeah. I don't know. Some of you might know the last show I turned 65, so I figured my New Year's resolution might be to make it to the end of the year alive.
Oh, so you can do 66.
That's very sensible of you, Simon.
Yeah. I thought, well, why don't I try and achieve that?
Take baby steps.
that is a very baby step.
Hey, well, what about you guys at home watching?
Yeah.
Who's got a New Year's resolution they want to share? Like maybe something bike related, or riding related. What have you got planned? Something in particular you want to learn, or something you want to get a new bike, or?
Oh,
yes,
wait.
Have one.
Neil.
We do have one already. Sue Baldwin has said that she wants to get Rev Squat Go.
Woohoo! Oh,
Go
Sue!
Sue.
Oh, I'm sure by the end of the year you will be banging on the money on that one.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm still working on it myself.
Yeah. I haven't even got there yet. I think I'm only at the rev part.
Danger.
Okay, well guys, we've got a bit of a busy show. I think it's actually more news and gossip because it has been hot to trot over the last couple of weeks. But before we really get into the juicy details, we've got a few birthday wishes happening this week. So big shout out to Shaz, who is the birthday girl today.
Ah, happy birthday, Shaz.
Happy birthday, Shaz.
And we had Leanne Walling and Dave Thomas yesterday. So big happy birthday to those guys.
To Farmer Dave.
Farmer Dave and Mr. Todd Cummings celebrated his birthday on Monday.
The Todd.
Yes.
I heard he peeled a few bananas to celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
What else do we do as Jerko riders?
Awesome.
Oh, that's terrible. So yeah, leading off into the news, little birdie told me recently that we've actually got a big contingency going over to Europe for the trial scene this year.
Oh,
So
I tell you what.
So Aussie riders from Perth.
Perth,
Getting
all
out
over.
of here, heading over to...
Yeah. We got a group from WA. There's South Australia. I'm quite sure some from New South Wales.
Yeah.
But it's super secret.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can't actually talk
Yeah,
about it.
super secret squirrel business.
Just planting a little seed there.
we'll leak it out when we can, but I reckon the 20.
Sometimes I just thought of your jokes.
Hey, my goodness.
I'm glad glad you were thinking of that. I was thinking of other stuff.
We're not allowed to let this slide.
We'll leave it at jocks. Mine most probably would have really killed the scene, so let's not go there.
I looked up, you know how all the different years, you know, the year of the dragon, the year of this, the year of that. So,
do you know what year it is, Simon?
yeah,
What is it this year?
Well, it's a year that starts with January and finishes in December. It's one of those years, but it's definitely.
No. We don't need one of those years. We've had those years for like the last couple of years. We want to have a good year this year.
Nah, this year is 2023 is the year of WA travel.
Ah.
Yeah, everyone's going.
Oh, well, it is, because I've noticed on Marketplace caravans are going.
Yep.
So, yeah, time to pick up a good bargain there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'll wrap up my part of news because you would have heard at the end of last year, Gelabert had announced his retirement from trials due to a mental illness. And then just recently, there was a grand announcement from Vita to say that he has now picked up a contract riding hard enduro.
Join the dark side.
Wow,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a legend.
So,
What a good man.
I mean,
Hey, always knew he was a good
What a
bloke.
man.
Yeah.
what a man. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, how's that?
What a man,
So he's
what a man.
gone out of action with mental health issues.
Yeah, so he's gone
not
from
having a good time.
GasGas.
Maybe he's sorted his stuff out and he's
Yeah.
thought change of direction and just a new start.
Well, that's
or
what I'm
something else.
thinking. A clean
Yeah.
slate, start somewhere new, and
Go
go
chop
from there.
up some hard enduro riders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Trials.
it's going to be interesting to see how he goes on the Vita this year.
Yeah. Oh, I wish him well. I reckon
Yeah.
it's fantastic that he's
Well-
having a crack at that.
Well, definitely.
Awesome.
So Simon, you can continue on with a very lengthy session, so
Woo.
people settle in because
Well-
Simon's about to start talking. I would like to we should
Well-
have a New Year's resolution, Pruden, for Simon for this year. See if he can keep his talk under 90 seconds.
Well, I don't.
You're supposed to set realistic
realistic.
things you can actually achieve.
Achieve.
Hey,
That's really throwing it out there.
Hey, steady on. I got feelings, you know, you guys.
Okay, well, come on,
Nah,
lead
well,
us in
the
because
thing
it has
is,
been big.
I think it's a ridiculous name that this show's got, Too Much Talk. Because how could you have too much talk with the Price family? Hey?
Well, it's not about
And
talking,
Pruden.
it's about the bike talk, Simon.
Oh, is that what
it's
it
about
is?
the talk.
Oh, I see. No, but listen, we've got some breaking news.
Ooh.
Stop the press.
Oh, hang on, whoa.
Whoa.
You didn't tell me about this.
No,
this
I
is
know,
Really
I haven't-
this is really
Yeah.
breaking news. Even I don't know about
I
this.
have,
Simon
yeah.
keeps it a secret
no
from
one,
everyone.
no one knows about this yet. Right? It's a
Oh, wait,
secret.
are people supposed to know about this?
Well, they're going to.
Oh, surprise!
Yes, no, it's breaking news. This is WA news. Mitch Whitehurst goes green.
Oh, so
So-
what was it? It was he's leaving his beat up.
So yeah, so Mitch has been a beta man pretty well through and through. Then he moved to GasGas, and he really didn't gel with the GasGas that well. Went back to his beta, but now he's going green on an MD Vertigo.
Nice.
250 nitros. So we wish Mitch all the best going on the Vertigo, and be very interesting to see how he campaigns that bike.
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, that is breaking
Now,
news.
another breaking news is
Holy
More
crap.
breaking news.
more breaking news, and now this is unbelievable. Peter Dimitro, the Beta Boys, he's actually got the number plates, the Beta Boys, on his van, has gone GasGas.
Dun, dun, dun.
I tell you what, I don't believe that Peter would go GasGas.
I was going to say, how long has he been on a beta?
Oh, forever.
Like forever.
Forever.
Wow.
So,
Is
That
he going to
is-
change his number plate?
I don't think he'll give up his number plate, but that is incredible. But yeah, so that's the news there. Now the other one going green. Now we're going national, international, should I say, not national, international. Now I've got to see if I can pronounce this right. Matteo Grattarola.
Yep.
That's not Motorola, it's Grattarola.
Yes.
He goes green for 2023. Now he's going to be campaigning for Vertigo in the Troll GP. X-Troll, as some of you may have heard, I don't know if too many people have seen it, but may have heard about the results in X-Troll, the Sheffield. And he's also going to campaign the Italian Championships. Now, he's an Italian, obviously, and he was 4th in the World GP in 2022 and 21. So he's looking to step that up a bit more and get into the 1, 2 or 3 podium positions for 23. All the factories have finished their signings. Now, Sherco has signed up, now I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. Benoit.
Like
Benoit. He
Yep.
must be French, yeah, something like that.
Jesus, don't do the lottery stuff.
So it's Benoit Bincaz. Now, Sherco have signed him for 2 years. Now, they've signed him for Trial GP and also to do the French Championships. Now, the Frenchman obviously is the best in France. He's the current French champion. Well, sorry, no, that's not quite right, because he actually didn't campaign the French Championships in 22 because he was concentrating on the GP.
Yep.
So he actually lost that title, but I'm sure he'll get it back this year coming. In 2022, he was 10th in the GP on the Gasser. So he's really looking forward. He's quite excited about joining the Sherco team, which is Gironi Fajardo and Alex Canals. So he's looking forward to that. Now, the interesting thing would be with the Sherco Trials bikes have gone fuel injection.
Ooh, so
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how those bikes go. Yeah, so a bit of interest there.
So what's the benefit of fuel injection over the other bikes?
Predominantly altitude, you don't have the issues with jetting
Yep.
when you get, you go up right up
Yeah.
like in, what's
High
the
in
name?
the hills with a lonely go
Yeah,
to lady or
that
lady
sort
or
of
lady.
Have
Like
you,
that?
Yeah.
Are the rival bikes at the moment, like amongst the GP, are they all still carby?
Most of them are, except for Vertigo, are two-stroke fuel injected.
Yep.
The Honda Montesa are 4-stroke fuel
of course,
injected. Yeah, but everyone else is carby. I'm surprised anyone would be looking to go carby with a couple of years, possibly electric coming in more.
Yeah.
Not too sure if people would spend the money doing that.
Interesting.
I've heard rumours that the injection system on the Sherco Trials for 23 may be getting transferred over to the Enduros for 24 as well. So
Yeah,
it's all hearsay at the moment. Pretty,
Yeah.
pretty exciting
but
stuff.
yeah, that could be true. That could be true.
Very cool. And
And-
what else, Simon?
Well-
Because how's everyone going? Do you need a toilet break? Do you need to go get a tea, coffee, refuel for the next instalment of Simon's News?
I'm not that bad.
It's all pretty good news. Though,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I know. As I said, it has been hot to trot with trying
Yeah.
to keep up with all the news coming through.
Yeah, that's true. Well, really, the big talking point is the Sheffield,
Yeah.
the first of the X-Trial Championships.
Well, it's not really called the Sheffield anymore, is it?
No, that's right. So it's actually called the DL12. Now, you would think that's a strange. What the hell's DL12? But it's actually is recognising and celebrating Dougie Lampkin's 12 titles that he's won, and through the outdoor championships and the indoor championships.
Maybe
So,
we should get the states changed to the NP18 this year.
yeah,
How did that go, Neil?
yeah, walk in with his head.
That's a bit cheesy.
Danger. So yeah, no, they had a pretty good night. 4,000 people packed into the arena. 9 riders. They had Bo, Hemingway. Hemingway is the T3 champ on a beater. Busto on the Gasser. Grattarola on the Vertigo. We had Martin. I like Martin because I can pronounce his name easy. On the Honda Montesa. Raga on the TRS. Michele, I think that's how you pronounce it, on the Honda, and Jack Pierce on the Sherco. So all the manufacturers were representative at the Sheffield. It was certainly a drama-packed event.
It sounded like it.
It was Jaime Busto's debut on the GasGas, and he was humming. He was really humming.
So it looks
And,
like he's settled into the GasGas.
mate, he is just gelling with that GasGas. He loves it.
That's
And
great.
Matteo, he debuted the Vertigo, and he did. Although he did well, he didn't make it into the top 4, but he really did perform well on the Vertigo. The talk of the town, of course, is Bo. who in qualifying hurt himself, had a bit of a fall and hurt his ankle.
Yeah, they reported a couple of, yesterday was it? It's a tendon injury.
Tendon
so he will be fine for the next indoor round.
Yeah, but then, and I reckon that foot injury contributed to this
The
next
facial
thing.
injury. Now, I will put a disclaimer. Neil is going to put the footage up. If you have a queasy stomach like me, just go like this for a couple of seconds.
It's not that bad.
It's not that
you don't.
bad.
Oh no, I have a thing
I
on
think it's
TV.
more funny than anything else.
Oh no,
Well,
here we go. See, don't
yeah.
watch it.
So unfortunately, Bo had a big moment in
He's
qualifying.
human.
Here it goes.
Oh.
Oh, that hurt. That
Oh,
hurt.
no.
So unfortunately, although Bo
Oh, we're
did,
back now. That's all right.
unfortunately, although Bo did finish the qualifying and he came in the top 4, he unfortunately had to withdraw and didn't carry on into the finals. Now that opened up the doorway for Martin, so Martin was in, and then it was a big tussle between Raga and Busto. They both tied and they had their race, and then Raga held his nerve and won it on 1 point.
Whoa,
So-
that would have been a nail biter.
So the end result was Raga first, Jaime Busto second, and third was Michele. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Michele.
Marcelli.
So there we go.
Yeah.
And the other big news back in WA is just quickly is the AWST club has got their
Oh,
kids.
hang on.
The kids program. Looks like we've lost.
I think we might have dropped out with some visuals.
We've lost some
Oh,
visual.
we're
We're
back.
back.
No, we're not back.
Well,
Oh, we're back. Oh.
So
Yep, we're here.
we've still got sound. So yeah, the AJS have developed a kids series, and they've got some provisional dates for January and February. They're looking to run 5 sections, and they're potentially looking at 4 rounds for,
Oh, that is fantastic.
a kids series, which I reckon is long overdue. We've got heaps of kids coming up through the
It's
ranks.
so important,
So
isn't it?
I'm
getting
really
the
looking
kids in
forward to
amongst
that.
it, and especially getting them competing at a young age.
Ah,
'cause
yeah. The kids
sort of
just
just
love it.
plants this seed in them for the future. It's
Yeah.
great.
And I think it's great that it's their own event. Like, it's not shared with the adults.
Yep.
Mums and dads, like I know with us, with the girls, it's you kind of have to tussle your ride with their ride, so to give them an
Yeah.
opportunity for it to just be on
and
there.
the kid, what I've noticed when we did the AWST challenge is the kids don't feel intimidated by the big bikes
Yeah.
and stuff, and they're kind of free-range kids.
Yeah.
And is there any indication when those dates are going to be released so parents can start planning?
Not yet. They're still provisional. I have seen some provisional dates, but
Yep.
there's no point in me making comment on them until they become firm, and then the AJS club will put that up, and then we'll start spruiking it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, people.
So-
That's all Simon's news
Mate,
for
I'm gonna have to drink
this
me coffee.
fortnight. Yeah, well, you go sit in the corner, drink your coffee, everyone have a breather, because now Pruden.
I don't know, how am I supposed to back that up?
Well, you can back it up
I've got
because...
such a little bit of news.
Nah. That Super Enduro Cross, that German round, that was
yeah.
just as intense, I
That-
reckon, as the Sheffield, the
Nah.
DL12,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will take the floor with that, because I've even watched it this week. So you know I can.
Oh, you'd be crazy not to.
I know.
If those watching this show, if there's anyone still hanging in there, do yourself a favour and go back and watch the highlights of round 2 of the Super Enduro. It's in Germany. Weekend just gone. It's brilliant. They've got about a 4-minute video which captures the whole night, and it's just. Oh, we got some footage up on the screen now.
The tussle.
They reckon it's one of the best races to watch in the Super Enduro in the last 2 years.
Wow.
So the
The,
crowd were loving it.
I was going to say the tussles between Billy and Walker.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
intense.
awesome.
And the end results in the prestige class. So Billy Bolt came away with the win, but only just. Johnny Walker second, and third Taddy. So
Yep.
it was wicked to see him on the podium. He's
Especially
been slogging it out.
after the crash between Taddy and
Yeah.
Billy. That
So-
was pretty. Again, I was almost at one stage going,
Yeah.
oh!
Yeah.
It did not look good.
In the second race, Billy Bolt made a few big mistakes, and he dropped back into about 3rd place, and then coming across the line to finish off the 2nd round, he's gone to jump the finish line, and Taddy was coming across at the same time, cut straight across him, and
if
landed on. I
Techman,
think we've got a video of it here.
Yep.
Oh.
It was hectic. Here we go. Comes in, and this Billy grabs 2nd place out of this.
Oh.
Yeah. So both guys were thankfully fine, and they continued on to race. And I think Taddy cleaned up 3rd place in the 3rd round as well. So he looked like he came up.
But I was going to
second best
say,
out of that crash.
if you're watching the highlights, there's actually a front-on footage of that crash, and all that came into my head was Simoncelli. Was just, you could just, the way Taddy's head went, it was just like, oh no.
Yeah, it was.
So
pretty,
it was, as I said, I was.
Could have been much worse than it was.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Racing.
So, but that's me.
Favourite part for me, watching the highlights from the German Super Enduro, was seeing Johnny absolutely give it to Billy. Like, Billy is such a beast, and I reckon he's a bit of a, not a bully out there, but he has such a presence. And the guy, if he's on the track, the guys must be so conscious of him being there. But it was wicked to see Johnny proper banging bars with him, and having a bit more confidence. And Johnny won the 2nd race for the night, and that's the first person to win a race in a that is not Billy Bolt in a long time in the Super Enduro. So
it's fantastic.
He's doing really well on the beta too. And, sorry.
Of course.
Carrying on about Johnny Walker, but props to him, because he didn't even have a mechanic there. He's swinging spanners the whole night, changing his own tyres. He did a gear change, sprocket change partway through or between one of the races. So
and
he's
that that really takes it out of you, because it breaks your concentration.
That's exactly
you don't get time just to chill and settle. Yeah, so that's awesome.
So it's great. Go back and watch it if you haven't. It was fantastic. So I'm looking forward to the next round. I actually didn't grab the date for that, but
didn't grab the date, but I know it's Budapest.
Yeah, okay.
So
in a couple of weeks, no doubt.
Yeah,
No
I mean,
worries,
Neil could do a quick sneaky grab. I have a sneaking suspicion it's beginning of February.
Oh yeah.
Something screams out around about. There was a 7 in it. Whether or not it's the 7th, 17th, or the 27th, could be around there.
Yeah. So, go ahead, Simon.
No, I was just going to. What's the go with Bosi? What's he up to?
I think over Christmas sometime he made an announcement. He's moved away from Sherco. Bosi's a pretty strong competitor in the Italian series, Hard Enduro series, and he's moved to the GasGas. So, a bit of an interesting move. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I did hear something about it, and I thought that can't be right, surely.
Yeah. So he's good on him. He's obviously had a deal that works for him, and he came before getting on the Sherco. He came from a KTM anyway, so he's maybe found his way back home. And so all the best to him. I really like him as a rider, and he does pretty well. So hope he sticks it to him in the Italian series this year.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I think that wraps up all the news, unless something more breaking has come through. Simon, no?
No, I was just going
to... What about the resolutions? Is anyone chimed in with the...
Not that I've seen.
All right.
No
one's
more
looking.
resolutions.
No aspirations for anyone to see.
Probably no viewers.
Yeah.
We're just talking to ourselves.
Maybe the New Year's resolution is not to watch the MD show.
Sad but true.
It could be, but I'm sure we will improve over the. Well, that could be our New Year's resolution as a show to get better.
Yes. Yes. I promise you, we're pretty committed over here.
We are.
Sticking it out. So
now on to bike talk. So we pretty exciting. We have a 2023 X-Trainer 300 on shop floor, but I'm told it's only going to be on there for about another 3 hours when the new owner comes to pick her up. Yeah. So it was nice to actually get one of those out of the box.
Did you just assume that bike's gender?
No.
No, I did. And
That's very sexist, Jess.
well, as a person, I assume all.
You better not have done that.
I assume
that
all
was
cars and bikes and anything that has a motor and goes. I just thought they were always assumed as a girl. Like, doesn't everything all have a girly name?
You spent too much time in Italy. All the Latin languages give it a feminine.
Oh, I see.
Is that what it is?
A car's la macchina.
See, my Sherko's a bloke because I just prefer riding men more.
So what's his name? So what's your bike's
I'll
name?
worry
just-
about
Benny?
you, Pruden.
It's called. I can't say the word that
Oh.
gets called most of the time on this show. because
the
it's kid
beast.
friendly, right?
Oh,
It's called Craig, isn't it?
Come on, sure, you dog.
No, I won't
That's
say
why
that.
you throw it off rocks all the time.
Yeah, come on.
So yes, I did just assume that all the gender of cars and vehicles were females. That is
You're not
mine.
alone now, I think.
No,
I was
no.
just
That's
winding you
right.
up.
That's all right.
But,
I got actually funny story. While we were camping, totally not bikes, I actually did offend a pet owner because he misheard as well because his dog looked like our dog, but an older version. And I mentioned a he, and he got very cranky because it was a she.
Oh.
Now I have never
Hit
been.
a sore point.
Oh, I did. He really corrected me on it's a girl dog, and I went.
Okay.
I didn't tell him that, when Audrey was born, we had an elderly lady came up to me and Audrey's decked in everything, pink, bows and everything. Poor lady must have been so blind. And she's like, oh, look at your son. He's so beautiful. What's his name?
Yeah, but that's
Jack.
babies. Babies all look the same.
Yeah, but it was dressed in
bother.
pink and it had a headband.
Oh,
it
that's
was very girly. So I'm like, it's
Boys can wear pink though nowadays.
Yeah.
It's Jack. Oh,
cool
he's
to
a
wear pink.
lovely little boy. I'm like, I know, because I thought if I'd corrected her and told her it was that actual girl, she might have keeled over and died. So it's like, yeah, so I just pretended Audrey was a boy for about 15 minutes.
Crazy.
Anyway, back onto actual proper news.
Talking
Bike
about babies, yes, we had 2 ex-trainers rock up. We've unboxed them, and as we've got one that's hit the floor, and it'll probably be going out the door this afternoon or this evening. We've got another one getting unboxed tomorrow, and that's already been spoken
Yeah.
for. So that'll end up on the floor for God knows how long.
It's been a busy 2 weeks
Yeah,
with bikes. They
but-
are literally rolling out the door.
It's been crazy beginning of this year, but we've got more on order, so that we've got more on the way coming. So if you are interested, and I reckon if you are interested, come and have a look at the X-Trainer, because the 2023 X-Trainer is definitely a step above the other ones last year's, and they really look great.
Yeah, very
Really good.
schmicko looking bike.
Larger fuel tank, and the plastics are different. It's just, really is made a major step change, I reckon.
No, it's
Yeah.
brilliant. And then most things haven't changed from the end of last year. Sabita still have a couple of 2023 350 4-strokes.
22?
Jesus. Oh, you're in this phase of the new year where you really don't know if you're Arthur or Martha and it's 22 or 24 of, even 24.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Now I'm getting really ahead of myself.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
so Beta still have some 2022s available
Yep.
in the
RRs.
RRs for 4-strokes.
We've lost the
Only
visual
4
again.
strokes, yeah. And
So that is for
There
racings
we go.
as well.
Yep.
GasGas have a few specials with their 2022s.
Yep,
And that's the $2,500 rebate.
yep, that's right.
And Beta still, actually, I didn't confirm that one with the Beta Trials, but they've got 2022 stock.
I'm not too sure how they are on the Trials 2022s, but they did. But last time I checked, they did have a couple available.
Yep.
So there is 10% off those, which is effectively the
Yep.
2.5,
Yep.
like the gases are. You know what I mean?
So,
some really good bargains. And some of those Beta Trials bikes are actually the factory, so they really
Yeah.
are the current model.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So the factories
Definitely.
don't come out until May, June.
So yeah, there's still some big bargains to be had out there. Now,
Yeah.
we're going to take a trip down memory lane, and I'm going to have to throw this one over to Simon because,
Yeah.
not yet, next one.
The,
Sorry, I changed plans. I just sprung something on Neil that he didn't realise what was happening.
Nothing wrong with
Right.
that. So
Simon, take us back down memory lane with Jeff Burns.
mate, this trial was an epic trial. It was at Nindigo Farm in 2J.
Were you riding it, Simon?
Yes, I was.
I was too.
Yeah. But and I had a moment in this section.
Now, actually, before we go back, it's an actual old trial, because if my vision is really great and I eat lots and lots of carrots, they're wooden stakes in the background, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it's a golden oldie trial. There you go.
Yeah.
I hear everyone talk about these wooden stakes.
Oh, mate, those wooden pegs. That's how we used to mark out the trial sections with surveyor's pegs, red and white. And you used to bang these in. We used to carry bags and bags of these things. That's what the only good thing sidecars were. Is we used to be able to lay all the pegs.
The only good thing about
That's all they're good for. They were the tractors. They used to cart all the wooden pegs around for us. But this trial was epic. It would have to be. I honestly reckon it was the most fun charity trial we had ever had. What we did, this section here ended up being so dug out at the end of the trial. What the farmer said to us, he said, listen, I'd really love to see everyone up there at that section ride it all together, like one after another, and everyone watch. So that's how it came about. So all the trial was up there, the farmer was there, and people were getting bogged. Now Jeff comes up on his mighty 325 GasGas, and he completely sunk the whole bike. He went over the handlebars, the bike went down, and the only thing you could see was the throttle grip of the bike sticking up. And it took about 3 or 4 people to haul the bike out. And this photo that you saw there was the last result of him being pulled out of that section.
Wow. And I was going to say, I don't think there's only been one muddy trial I've seen, in my history here, and that was at Pinjarra a year or 2 ago.
A Robin Ferguson trial.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, Neil, can I get you to put up my next slide, because this is pretty exciting news. Sherco have announced that you can win a Desert Fink experience. So if you buy a Sherco 450 or 500 SEF factory between the 1st of January to the 28th of February this year, you will get automatic entry. So there's no entry forms to fill out. You don't have to do a QR code. You don't have to do anything. It's when your bike is lodged through Sherco, you get automatic entry to go in, and I'm going to have to read it, so please excuse me, where you will get 2-day ride showcasing the vast beauty of Central Australia, while providing the taste of the unique and challenging race course of the Fink Desert Challenge. So that is going to be a wicked little prize.
That'd be a great experience.
Yes.
Yeah. And if they buy 10 of those Shercos off me, I'll give them a sticker.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'll give him a sticker.
Oh, look at that. 10 bikes and 2 free stickers. Jesus, this is a sale that cannot be missed, people. So come on in, buy yourself 10 bikes, and then you can take your 10
Hey,
friends.
if I wanted to come in and buy a bike, have your opening hours gone back to normal, by the way?
Yes, well, I'm now here, so yes.
Using the word normal and Jess at the same time is not quite right, but yes, we are back to normal trading hours. I see you've got an itchy nose.
Yeah,
Jess.
very, very itchy nose.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we're back to normal trading hours.
Yeah. So we actually went back to normal trading hours last Saturday, 10 till 1, but now we're kicking off 10 till 8 tonight, and 10 till 6 Thursday, Friday, and 8 to 1 on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
but speaking of that Fink Desert Race experience, that would be wicked to win that. That'd be an awesome experience. But because Paul did the Fink back in 21, and I loved it. It was fantastic fun. But have you, Pruden, you've been watching any of the Dakar? I've only seen a couple of rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep up with what Toby Price and Chucky Sanders are doing, you know, as the Aussies in the mix, and they're both doing really quite well. They've had good and bad days, and it's there's still 4 or 5 days left to go, and so much can happen.
Anything,
in 4 or 5 days, as you know. There's a pretty short stage tomorrow. It's only 100 Ks, and then 4 pretty tough ones after that. But it's one of those races that's so strategic. You don't if you're on the bikes anyway, I don't think you really want to be one of the front runners for most of it. You want to be able to follow someone and then get your lead at the end. So you got to play your cards.
You got to play cat and dog.
Yeah.
Is it cat and dog or cat and mouse?
It's a
cat and mouse.
Cat and mouse is the same.
Yeah. No, cat and dog.
And
Still
as
your
they say, you time your run.
Yeah.
Time your run.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's plenty of content on YouTube and Instagram and that sort of thing.
Well, we'll just wrap up. We're almost at the end of the show. We finally got there through Simon's jib-jabbering. But the AJS put up today that they've got a mock trial coming up on Sunday, the 22nd of January at AJS Park. Now, this is open to members and non-members, so as long as you have a current license, you can attend. If you are a non-member, there is a fee that you will have to pay. You can get your one-day membership at the park. The forms are all there. That's $10, and then there's a $5 riding fee on top of that. So schedule that in your calendar, because they've got 5 to 7 sections, which covers everything from, Paul, is there black plate in there as well, or is it just from white?
There's bound to be black plate in there.
Yeah, but
No.
No. So usually white plate onwards, but I guess if you want, you can always rock up and have a ride and do your own thing. So, yep, awesome.
So, it's a great concept, that,
I
because
think
it's a good lead up into the season. It's a great opportunity to practice and then re-practice something you're not getting quite right.
And
so,
just to just catch up with everyone.
Yeah,
so,
it's a great social thing too,
It'll be good. So I think that is a wrap on the show tonight. So thank you for listening to all our shenanigans.
Jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber. And
That's a bye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me.
And definitely a goodbye from me. And make sure that you do everything you can to keep yourself riding over the next fortnight. And we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
Ciao.